Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica and today I am doing an update on my 2022 rolling project pan. In this project I have 10 items for my makeup collection that I am actively trying to use up, and each month I update you on how much progress I have made towards using up that item. It's been a very successful month. I can't wait to share with you all of my updates. If you're interested in seeing all of the progress I've made on these 10 items, go ahead and keep watching. If you're finding me for the first time, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Please take a moment and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more of me. And if you are returning, go ahead and say hi in the comments and give this video a thumbs up so I know you enjoyed it. I'm going to try and do this update pretty quickly. I only have about 30 minutes to film. Can I film in 30 minutes? We shall see. Here we go. It might be a little rapid fire, so if you're wondering why I'm a little short today, that is why. The first item I have been working on is my foundation. I've been working on the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation, and I use the shade 204 Natural Buff. And I made a ton of progress on this item in the past month. This has only been in the project for about 2 months now. This is what it was looking like when I rolled it in, and it's been getting skinnier and skinnier as these months have gone by. Last month it was weighing 29.83 grams, and this month it's 21.7 grams. So I've used 8.13 grams, which is a ton of product. I can't believe how much product I've actually used. I go between using a brush and a sponge with this foundation, and I think I actually prefer it with a sponge. I think it looks just a little more natural and is able to be built up in a less cakey way. It's a medium coverage foundation, so I often need to do 1.5 layers of this if I want a full coverage, but I was able to get away with one coat today. I think it looks pretty nice today. I paired it with a new primer that I'm really enjoying. One of my goals for the next month is to use up the rest of this foundation, or at least get to the point where I can cut it open and start digging inside of it and have this rolled out soon. And that will mean I'm down to just one foundation in my collection, which I haven't been like that in a long time. I haven't had one foundation in my collection for years. So I'll be excited for that day, although I'll probably use it as an excuse to buy another foundation. If you have any foundation recommendations, please leave them in the comments down below because I am in the market for something new. But we are going to keep working on this for now, and hopefully we'll have an exciting update for you next month. Next, we have my e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette. I've been working on this now for, I think, 6 or 7 months. It's getting up there, and we have some good progress on it. This is what it's been looking like over the past couple months. I have very slowly been wearing away at different products in here, hitting pan, using them up, hitting pan, using them up. And last update, I had just a little bit left in one of the contour shades. And here's what it's looking like this month. You can see I did use up the rest of that shade. It is completely empty. I had just hit pan on this deep contour shade last month, and I have expanded it quite a bit since using up this one. I've been mixing these two shades together. I've definitely expanded the pan on the highlight shade as well. It's going to be tricky to use up the remainder of this product. It's going to be kind of slow going from now on, but I am committed to using this up. I think it'll just be so satisfying to use up this entire thing. The highlight I can use as a concealer, and this one actually blends out to be quite sheer, so I can use more of it than I thought I would. Even though it's such a deep shade for my skin tone, I found a way to make it work, especially when I mix it with this. I'll get like a little fingerprint of that mixed together on my fingers, and then apply it just like that onto my face, and that's been working great. Last month this was weighing 84.79 grams, and this month it's at exactly 84 grams. So I've used 0.79 grams, which is pretty good, I think. Last month I used more than that, but I also lost those little metal pieces from the corners last month, so I think that was a big contributing factor to the weight difference that we saw. So I think 0.79 is a good steady usage for this product, and I'm happy with that. And we'll see how big I'm able to get those pans in the next month. Next, we had the Holo bronzer from Benefit in my Charlotte Tilbury packaging, which is so bright and reflective. And I told you last month that I would have this used up, and I'm happy to report that I do indeed have it finished. There was not a lot of product remaining. I had repressed it into this compact a couple months ago. Last month it was weighing 51.09 grams, and this month it is weighing 50.68 grams. So I used 0.41 grams, which was the remainder of the product, because there it is. There is that big, shiny, empty pan. And I just love this compact so much. It's so useful for putting other products into. It's just so sleek, and the quality is so great. And I just love looking at it. So I'm definitely going to hold on to this and use it for another product eventually when that time comes. It's just gonna sit in my vanity for now and wait for that day. This bronzer was a long haul. I think it took me just about a year to use up this entire bronzer, but I'm so happy it's gone. It was not my favorite. I'm so happy to have moved on to other bronzers in my collection and just freed up some space and just reduced my inventory by one more item. So I'm very pleased. Goodbye, Benefit Hula. Aloha, as they say. Here's the transgression of all of those months of working on Hula bronzer. I will not show you every single month. I don't even know if I can find every single month of progress, but you can watch as this item goes smaller and smaller and smaller and more pan until repressed and then eventually used up in this beauty. Today is a good day in panning world. I'll be so happy to bring in a new bronzer to work on next. Next, we have my Temptu Liquid Glow, and this is a liquid highlighter, and I'm kind of crazy for bringing this in. This is quite a challenge. I know it's going to be, but I'm really going to try and use this up. I just don't really want liquid highlighters in my life anymore, at least not in this type of formula. I just rolled this in last month. It was weighing 34.47 grams. And I think I've only used it a couple times here and there on my cheekbones. I haven't mixed it in with lotion to use on my body really. And right now it's weighing 33.67 grams. So I've used 0.8 grams, which is almost a gram. I mean, that's not bad. I did draw a line on this item where it was, but I cannot draw a new item. It hasn't settled completely, but it's like just at that line still, even with, oh, actually, no, it's a little bit lower. Yeah, it's like right there. It's like just about right there. So it's, you know, a little bit lower. I'm not going to draw a new line today. Maybe in the next one. This one's going to be a long haul product. Hopefully I can get this used up in the summer months and just use it a ton. I don't know. Should be interesting. For now, that's staying in. The next item is my Becca Afterglow palette, one that I've been loving getting use on and just trying to use up. I am trying to use up this entire palette, but I do count it as just one item. There's 5 face powders in this product. Here's what it was looking like in the past couple months. I have hit pan on some items and definitely expanded some pans in the past few months I've been working on this. Last month, it was weighing 72.73 grams, and this month it's 72.15 grams, so I've used 0.58 grams, which I think is about on average what I have been using as I've been tracking it. Here's what it's looking like today. I've made quite a bit of progress on this. You definitely can see some more usage on it. I've expanded the pan quite a bit on the blush shade, Flower Child. Wild Honey definitely looks like it has more of a dip in it. It's starting to look more used. Topaz probably doesn't look too different for you this month. Rose Gold is getting quite reused. It's still got almost full product around the ring, but very little of it. And Moonstone, this last highlighter, actually has some side pan in it. So I think that I am getting really close to using up some of these items. I have some goals for the next month. I would love to finish up Flower Child. I think that is possible, if not this month, then maybe the next month. And I'd love to either use up Moonchild and or repress these together if I have to. I think it might get to that point. There's such a little amount of product in there that it might be easier for me to use if I repress it. I'm just afraid of losing a lot of product in that process. So we'll see what happens in the next month. If I do repress it, I will take photos of it so I can update you on that whole process. In the meantime, loving using this item, and I'll be very excited to actually have some empty pans in here so I can really focus on those 2 pans that need some attention. Next, we have my eyebrow cream. This is the eyebrow pomade from Chella in Tantalizing Taupe. And this item came from a BoxyCharm. It's not something I picked out for myself. I had kind of forgotten about this in the last update. Had barely any use because I was focusing on some eyeshadows to use in my brows instead. I tried to re-devote my attention back to this item in the past month so I could see some use on it, and I did get some use. Last month it was weighing 9.37 grams, and this month it's 9.20 grams, so I've used 0.17 grams, which is pretty good for this item in a month. This item has a lot of product left over. You're not going to be able to see it, but I'm going to try anyways. So you can see it's level. You really can't. It's in there. It's in there, and it's going to take a long time to use. I did revive this with some Duraline recently, and that helped a lot. I've also tried using a different eyebrow brush. This one is like really chunky and big, and it also just gets caked up really easily. So I've been using like a finer eyebrow brush with it, and I've really been enjoying that. I get more control on my brows. We're going to keep trucking along with this. I'm probably going to keep this in the project at least through the year if I can. But if we get to December and I'm still working on this, I'm gonna call it good. I think a year is a good amount of time to work on this. That's enough time for me. And then I get to use some other pencils that have been sitting in the wings waiting to be loved on for my eyebrows in the future. If I even still like pencils, I don't know. It's been so long since I've used an eyebrow pencil. I don't even know if I like them anymore. I'm working on an eyeliner. I brought this in just last month. This is the Bare Minerals Lasting Line. I don't think they carry this liner anymore. At least I couldn't find it on their website. But I've been using this almost every day, kind of taking a break from liquid liner, and it's been working very well. I have it as a liner today. I just kind of smudge it on the lash, not looking for anything super clean or precise, just darkening that lash line to make my lashes look fuller. Last month, it was weighing 3.87 grams, and in using it frequently each week, it is now weighing 3.7 grams, so I've used 0.17 grams. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but let me show you my pencil line. I'm not gonna roll it up for you because it is broken and it's very sensitive as far as rolling up and down goes. I have to convince it to go down. It rolls up just fine, but going down is another story. I did roll it all the way up off camera very carefully and then very carefully put it back in. So here's where it was when I rolled it in. And now it's all the way down here. So that is how much product I used. That is crazy. That is a ton of product. And it's pretty creamy, so it does show quite a bit of use with each and every time that I apply it. And I'm very confident that I will be able to finish this in the next week, 2 weeks, probably less. And I'll be sharing an empty with you next time. This is so satisfying. I'm so glad I brought in a black liner because there's something that definitely fall by the wayside in my collection. I always have them on hand and then never use them. So I'm really happy I forced myself to use this. This used to be the only kind of eyeliner I used back in high school, and it worked just fine for me then, and I'm kind of enjoying it. It's really easy to apply. It's not as fussy as liquid eyeliner. It does kind of smudge sometimes a little bit in like my waterline, but I'll just clean that up with a tissue or Q-tip throughout the day, and it doesn't bother me too much. And we'll see, I might even pull in another eyeliner after this. Maybe not a black one, but something that needs to get some use in my collection. I'm always working on a lip liner in this project, and this month it's been a NYX lip liner in the shade Peekaboo Neutral, and this has also gotten some good use in the past month. I brought this in last update. It was weighing 2.36 grams. Today it's weighing 1.77 grams, so I've used 0.69 grams of product, which is a big amount for a lip liner. So up above is where it was last update on March 28th. And here we have the date, May 1st. And that is where we are. I've used a ton of product, almost, gosh, like a third of the pencil really. And I think when we get to the stage where I can't sharpen this anymore, that's when we're gonna call it done. That's probably only maybe another month to go, maybe 2. We shall see. I just fly through lip liners. I'm wearing this lip liner today. It's a great Your Lips But Better shade for me, and I actually have it topped with the gloss that I'm working on, which is a very easy nude lip combo that I've really been enjoying. Very like no muss, no fuss, and it goes with every eye look. So we're gonna keep working on this one, and hopefully it'll be done in the next month. That would be really awesome. Next we have the lipstick I've been working on. I'm also always working on a lipstick in this project. This is from Wet n Wild in their old packaging. It's the lipstick in the Flesh, or 912C is the shade number. This packaging is broken. It's hanging onto itself by a thread. So I have to be a little gentle with it. I just rolled this in last month. It was weighing 15.91 grams, and this month is 15.42 grams. So I've used 0.49 grams, just about half a gram, and we have made some good progress on this. Only thing about this lipstick is I love the color, but I'm finding as I wear it that it goes everywhere. It travels like all around my face. Like I'll put it very carefully on with a lip liner, and next thing you know, I have lipstick like all over the sides of my lip, all up in my Cupid's bow, like below my lip line, and it's kind of embarrassing. I don't want to be that person with lipstick all over their face. So I either have to be very careful when I apply this and just put it like on the inner part and kind of smudge it out, or if it's going to continue to act up and act this way, I might just use it as a blush. We shall see what happens with it. I'll show you the marks that I was able to make. So you can see the line above, that's where it was last month. And we've used about, I don't know, half a centimeter in the past month. And there's the bottom right there. So I definitely have a ways to go on this lipstick. It'll go slow and steady. I'm not worried about it. I know I'll be able to use up this lipstick and be done with this item, hopefully in the next couple months. So here is in the flesh. It's a really pretty kind of neutral nudie pink. It actually pairs quite nicely with Peekaboo Neutral. Right there. They go well together. The last item is my lip gloss. This is from GrandeLips and their Hydrating Lip Plumper. And this is a nice plumping formula. I do have it on my lips today. It's quite a pale tone and it kind of subdues any lipstick that I'm wearing under it. But I don't really mind that. It works very well for every day, even just by itself. Last month, it was weighing 16.94 grams, and this month it's 16.45 grams. So I've used also 0.49 grams of product of this, almost half a gram again. And this item is not something you're gonna be able to see any difference on. We just have to go by the weight. But trust me, it is getting used. And let's just use a little bit more right now and give you a swatch. There she is. Very easy nude lip gloss to wear, and I've been enjoying it. Have no idea how much product is in here still. It's a mystery. We shall see, but I have been making a concerted effort to use this more in the past month. I think we did make a bigger jump than in previous months. Yes, I'm looking right now, and we did. Last month, we only used 0.36 grams. So I'm gonna continue to try and keep up that pace and hopefully get this used up sooner rather than later. So because we did use up the rest of that Holo bronzer that was in my Charlotte Tilbury packaging, we get to roll in a new item, which is so exciting. And I thought that since we are rolling out a bronzer, let's go ahead and replace it with another bronzer. I have, I think, 5 other bronzers in my collection that need some attention. I decided to choose a bronzer that's packaging is falling apart, not to annoy myself, but because I don't want this broken packaging to be sitting around in my collection much longer. So I'm actually bringing in the Pure Cosmetics Mineral Glow bronzer, and this is just called their bronzing powder. I don't know if Mineral Glow is the formula or the shade, I don't know, but here it is. The packaging is broken, the lid is off. This like little clear plastic piece even fell off of it just like randomly. I have it taped back on there with just like packaging tape. So this one might end up in that Charlotte Tilbury packaging sooner than later. I don't know, we'll see. Here's what this item is looking like today. It has a little tiny bit of a dip in it. I did roll this in about a week ago because I had finished that Holo bronzer and I just decided to go ahead and start working on it. I went ahead and weighed it just out of curiosity about 3 days ago. It was weighing 42.89 grams and today it's weighing 82.65 grams. So I've already used 0.24 grams, which feels incredible. I don't know how I was able to use that much in just a couple days. I don't know. It's not a very pigmented formula, so maybe that's why. This is a great like shimmery bronzer shade. It'll be really nice for the summer. I really enjoy shimmery bronzers. I know some people don't. I really do. I think they give a nice glow to the skin. My goal for this bronzer will not be to use it up. I just don't want to do that to myself. Again, I don't want to spend an entire year working on this bronzer, but I would like to hit pan on this bronzer, and I think that will be feasible to do during these warm months. I have May, June, July, August, at least 4 months of this warm season that I'll be able to get some good use on this product, and definitely hoping to hit pan on it during that time. Once I hit pan and I'm satisfied with that pan size, I'm gonna roll this out, maybe depot it into another item if I haven't already. We shall see. It's gonna be a journey, But yeah, that's the new 10th item. So excited. I actually really do like this bronzer. I have it on today. It reminds me a lot of the Too Faced Park Avenue Princess bronzer in their shimmery formula, which I also have in my collection. They're almost exactly the same. I've almost gotten rid of this so many times for that reason, but I like it. So I was like, why get rid of it if I like it? Even though the packaging is broken, we can get past that. I'm not too picky, okay? So there you have it. That is my update. I'm looking at the clock now. It's been exactly 30 minutes. Can you believe it? I'm very impressed with myself. I hope you enjoyed my update today. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment and let me know, have you used any of these items? What do you think of them? What was your experience? I'm so glad you were here to watch my video. It means a lot to me. If you'd go ahead and subscribe, it would mean even more. I hope you're doing well out there, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Take care. Bye.